everybody, welcome back to Waffles RC. Like I said in the last video, we are going to mess around with this one now. This is going to be hopefully adjustable suspension. I have two more for the back. Some obnoxiously long shocks because I want to make it tall, because I'm going to run obnoxiously large tires. So it's going to be quite tall, and it's going to be a Cadillac Escalade. So we're going to have some fun with this one. Okay, so we're going to test it all first, make sure that it works. So we have wires going in, got these. It's a 2 to 1. So just plug those in. So now both of these servos will be controlled by one output on the receiver, but I don't have the receiver for this one yet. So this is what we're going to do. Mud truck here has a 3-channel, but is only using steering and throttle. So we're just gonna take this, and now the mud truck will control this, hopefully. So with the controller, I already programmed auxiliary 1 from the mud truck to do a step to get these to adjust on one of the switches for the outputs on the receiver. So now we just plug it in correctly, hopefully. Turn it on. Make a lot of noise. Yeah. And there is our adjustable suspension. You can see they both go up. And they both go down. And we bring it back to level-ish. Yeah. Mud truck wants to go. So let's hook up the coils, the axle, and some control arms and really get a look at this thing. So originally the axles for this are now in that, because everybody wanted me to build one. And so took the axles from that, put them on that. So now this needs axles. So my genius self went and bought some axles. So these are AR60s. It's the same axle that's in the mud truck and that Jeep over there. But as you can see, as per knockoff, it is a portal axle. And the coilovers that I have are 130 millimeter. So this thing is going to be quite tall. And how tall, you ask? So this is the tire I want to run on it. That's the mud truck. This is going to be a very large Escalade. So let me get the links and shocks hooked up to this axle, and then we'll test it again. I mocked it up, have to move these things. I had them like this, so I'm now going to move them out here for reasons that I will show you in a minute. Mainly because I did these particular control arms and I want a certain look. So just gotta drill those holes real quick. Get to use my favorite tool. The drill bit's a little worn out. Right. So you see, there's lots of holes there. That is because I started this project before I started a YouTube channel. So you guys get to see me start back on it again. And I've tried a few variations and this is where I'm at now. So lots of holes. We'll call it weight reduction. Well, that was entertaining to say the least. But got uppers and lowers, got the shocks on, plug it into the mud truck, see what it does. Let's turn everything on. Using the mud truck as it has power once again. Let's see what this one does. Make sure wires are all out of the way. Oh yeah. Oh, that is too funny. Now it is annoying. I can't get the servos to be the same orientation so that the coilovers will be the exact same. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I don't know how, but that is just awesome. Now I gotta see it with the body. Okay, so that's all the way down. It's a little hard with the wires like that, but you get the idea. It's going to have adjustable suspension. First time with the tires on it. Oh, that's so ridiculous. I love it. Okay, now it's level. Now the body isn't in its final home, obviously. Come on, let's... Gotta move my fancy body mount. Okay, the speaker. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, that is absolutely hilarious. Tires are way too big for it, but I don't care. It's gonna be super funny. All right, let's start working on the back and quit playing. Okay, sorry, I've just been working away. Put the rear axle on it. Got the servos out. Now I have to make brackets, which found these in my toolbox. I think they're from some lights from one of the big trucks. So I'm gonna bend them to make brackets so that the servos have something to mount onto. So I already cut them, now I just gotta bend them, and then we'll get the servos mounted, lined up, get the shocks on, and test it as well. Got the brackets made. Well, I gotta cut them down the middle, mark some holes, drill them, center them up, and mount them in there. They are. They're temporarily mounted so I can get the shocks on there. A few keen-eyed viewers would know the purple spray paint can. Yes, that will be the color of the Escalade body. Why? Because I think it's funny. Also, drilling into this plate above a paint can. Probably not my smartest decision. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you're making something this ridiculously tall, and I don't have a vise. So I'll use a spray paint can as a vise for now. There it is, sitting on its own weight. It is ridiculously tall and incredibly short wheelbase. Now the issue is mud truck is only a 3-channel. I want to adjust both the front and the rear independently. That's why we have those. That one has the receiver that was supposed to be for this one, which is a 5-channel. So we're gonna put this one up, grab that one down, plug it in, and see what happens. Not gonna lie, it's kind of funny using 2 RCs just to control one, but gotta do what you gotta do when you don't have the parts yet. But you have functional parts on here, and reality is I stole all the parts for that one, minus the suspension and stuff, but electronics, everything, stole it from that one for this one, so that way I could build it for you guys. But now, let's put the body on it. I programmed the remote, so let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's so dumb. I love it. Now it's ready for drag racing. We all know what that is. Oh, that is too funny. Okay, let's get this body mounted so that it's not all over the place. Okay, got the body mounted somewhat, not in any correct way whatsoever, but it's going to be how it is on this one. There's the front. There's the rear. Drop the rear all the way down. Drop the front all the way down. I'm gonna have to do something about the body. Go full squatted, or race truck. Now we're ready for the drag strip. Oh, this is too funny. Well, I just discovered this when I was playing around with the settings. Oh, these things are so fun. Okay, this is the setting that I'm choosing to do. That can be our neutral height. Full monster truck. Low rider. Or lower for the rocks. Alright guys, well that's all I got so far for today. I'm gonna paint it. Gotta wait for all the electronics to show up. So far, this thing is really cool. I'm very happy how it's turned out. I think it is hilarious. Is it going to be practical as a rock crawler? Probably not. So it's probably gonna be a mud bogger, just like that. But we are still going to take it on to the rocks. And a lot of you have asked about doing roll cages, so to make this thing even more ridiculous, I will be doing an exo cage on it as well. So there's going to be a couple of videos on this one. Thank you for watching Waffles RC, and stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one.